Hi, I'm Rabbi Paul Arberman from Temple Beth David. Meshugah in Hebrew means crazy, and it does not properly communicate the craziness of the country right now. When things seem out of control, I try to break them down into sort of bite-sized pieces. And so here are some simple truths. There is racism in this country. There are good people protesting, and there are bad people protesting. Violence begets violence. It is always destructive and unproductive, and every good local leader is calling for calm and restraint. Kindness begets kindness, and we need to build toward peace. On Shavuot, which we concluded on Saturday night, we climbed Mount Sinai with Moses to receive the Torah. It is the Torah that calls for justice, for righteousness, for loving kindness, and for peace. Tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice, you shall pursue. It is the Torah that teaches that we are all created in God's image. But then we came down from the mountaintop, and what we see now is chaos. So what do? There's a Jewish teaching that every act should be done as if the fate of the universe is in the balance. One more act of hatred tips us one way, but one more act of kindness, of listening to the pain of others, tips us in the right direction. So think about your one act to acknowledge the simple truths that I listed. There is racism in this country. If you're not black, you may not understand, but you can listen. There are good people protesting, and they deserve to have their voices heard. There are bad people rioting and looting, and they should be deterred or prevented or restrained. Of course, with the idea of restoring calm, not with the intent of harm to the protesters. And finally, kindness begets kindness. If you're feeling helpless and depressed by what's going on, and I am, reach out to a person who needs help. Add light and not heat to the situation. Your one act of listening or donating or visiting or rebuilding might just save the fate of the universe. I'll end with a prayer that we say every Shabbat morning, every Saturday morning. Creator of all flesh, bless all the inhabitants of our country with your spirit. May citizens of all races and creeds forge a common bond in true harmony to banish hatred and bigotry and to safeguard the ideals and free institutions that are the pride and glory of our country. And let us say, Amen.